I hope you're having a great, woo! I hope you're having a great evening, and then they get to have a lovely, we all get to have a 4-day weekend, at least here at Newark High School. All of the pieces that I am doing tonight are composed by women. Woo! The first and the last piece are by Joanne Hamill, and they are wonderful rounds. And we're going to do a few different things tonight, and I hope you enjoy. So that piece was Come and Follow Me with some awesome body percussion. Give them another round of applause. Woo! Our second piece today is called Be Like a Bird. This piece actually was composed by Abby as a carol. Every year her family creates carols, and this is a beautiful piece about a bird. And our soloist today is Joe Penix-Tadson!
Be like the bird that, pausing in her flight, a while on boughs to slight, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she hath wings. Be like the bird
give it up for Joe. Hey! I know, right? So that's a beautiful piece in a 5-part round, which was amazing. And then the next piece that we're doing is called Hope is the Thing with Feathers, arranged by Penny Rodriguez. The text is by Emily Dickinson, and it is a very beautiful piece. And I also want to mention that there are some lovely friends that have joined us from our musical theater class that were not in choir, that are going to be in choir next year. Yay! Yeah. All right, let's do this. Before we do our last piece, I would like to recognize my seniors. I only have 4. And when I was in college, my choir director did this for me. So I asked them what their favorite piece was in choir over their high school career. And I framed it and wrote a note to them on it. So our first person that just joined us for choir this year is Jordan Cintron. Raise your hand, Jordan. You don't have to come all the way down here. Raise your hand. Yay, Jordan! She picked Sleigh Ride from the winter concert that we played with the band. All right, my second senior that I have is Josh Farrell. Yeah! He started with me in piano class, and he told me every single day what my outfit looked like. And it started off with a orange cheetah dress, and he called me Fred Flintstone. I forgave him for it. But so he told me that his favorite piece in the last 2 years was Winter Wind, which was another piece we did this year with a piano accompaniment. So let's give it up for Josh. My third senior is Issa Jackson. She also started with me in piano, and I poked and poked and poked and poked and poked and asked her so hard to be in choir, and she finally gave in. Yay! And her favorite piece was Seasons of Love from last year's concert. My last senior of the night, I've had them since their sophomore year, and they walked into my classroom super scared of me because I'm super loud, and they were like, I don't know if I'm gonna stay here. But 3 years later, Joe Penix Tadson, woo! They have come so far with their singing. They did All-State for the last 2 years. They did the program and done so many amazing things. Took our Instagram from like 200 followers to like 700 and some, which is awesome. And her favorite piece is A Dark and Stormy Night from our very first concert together. Yay! So let's give it up for those 4 seniors again, please. Make sure you grab the thing with the note and stuff. Yeah, Our last piece tonight is Celebrate, before we turn it over to steel drums. Celebrate is another piece by Joanne Hamill, and it is also a round, and I hope you enjoy. All right, let's give it the choir one more round of applause. Woo! And now we have steel drums.
let's give. Hello? Hello? I have turned it on. Hello? It's unmuted. There we go. Sorry about that. As the orchestra is finishing up, let's have one more round of applause for the chorus and the steel drums, both wonderful performances. Thank you. All right. So, if you do not know me, I am Noah Rick. I am the orchestra director here at Newark High. I am also the orchestra director at Shumadill. So, if you have any students there and you've seen me there before, you're not hallucinating. I work there too. We have 3 pieces here for the orchestra. I'm not going to take too much time to talk about them. I'll tell you the first one before we play it. It's called Viking. It is by an orchestra composer favorite of ours, Sunhee Newbold. We've done a couple of her pieces before. This one, the name pretty much tells you everything that you need to know about it for Viking. We have 2 more. I'll talk about them after we've played a little bit. And before we do our last one, I'll take a quick moment to recognize the seniors that I have. Yeah, so sit back and enjoy as we start with Viking. Thank you. You folks are wonderful. All right, our second piece is called Electric Sinfonia. This one is a little unique. When you think electric nowadays, you're definitely thinking of, like, at least for me, I think of like digital media, I think of the internet, I think of modern technology, but I think this one is trying to evoke an older idea of electricity and the idea of it being relatively new. It has this very motor-esque kind of feel to it, and I think you'll understand what I mean when you do hear it. So for our second piece, this is Lauren Bernofsky's Electric Sinfonia. That one really cooks. All right. I'm going to take a brief moment to recognize the seniors I have in this group, in no particular order. I'm going to start here with the first one here, Caroline Talley. Caroline Talley has been with me for 2 years. Pretty much most of these seniors have been with me for only 2 years, as this is my second year here in Christina. But it has been wonderful to work with Caroline, not just as a violinist, but working with her in the musical Newsies when I was in the pit. She is very talented across a broad spectrum of the arts. It's a great experience to have been her teacher. Next on the list is Noah Sally, another violinist. Noah and I have worked pretty closely together because of the way our schedule worked out. We were basically in a class of me, him, and another student, and so we were able to work pretty closely one-on-one, and I've seen a significant amount of growth in his violin playing, and I'm very, very proud of him, especially for the bravery in deciding to do Newsies in the Pit. If you don't know, for string books especially, but just instrumentalist parts in musicals, they tend to be pretty crazy. Changing key all the time, having really high notes, really low notes. They are not something to sneeze at. And so I was very proud of him of stepping up and taking the violin book there. It's a difficult book. It's not an easy one. So I'm very thankful for that. Our next senior, sitting right next to Noah, is Ann Williams. Ann and I have something in common. We are both trombonists, and I don't teach the wind side of things here. That's Mr. Archer's job. But I do talk with her frequently about trombone technique and the various repertoire we've played, and it's always nice to have a student who's versed in multiple instruments. I myself am a violist and a trombonist, and I'm really glad to see multiple students of mine taking those opportunities we have here and doing as much as they can with it. I'm very proud of the growth that she has made as well, both as a violinist and also as a trombonist, and I'm just so happy that she has been in my program these past couple of years. Next, we have in the viola section, very near and dear to my heart, that section is, I'm hoping I'm saying this right, I've been practicing, Maxim Kovacevic. Thank you, Maxim Kovacevic. Maxim came up to me last year. I've only had him for 1 year, but he asked if it was possible to join the orchestra after having a few years off on the viola, and I was very happy to say yes. We always need more violas, and he took the challenge by storm. He's done a very good job playing with us. He's really tackled the music that we've had very diligently. I've been very happy about that. We talked a little bit about some of viola repertoire, and I showed him a favorite piece of mine that he played at the senior recitals, if you were there for those. I'm very proud of the work that he did on that. It's not an easy piece, but it is a staple for our repertoire, so I'm very proud of him for that. Finally, we have Draxel Compton over here on both guitar and harp. I want to personally thank Draxel for keeping me on my toes. I never really know what to expect whenever he's in class with me. It's always a great time. He works very, very hard on so many different instruments. I'm very impressed. I am not that kind of person who can play a whole bunch of instruments, and he is doing a great job, not just on guitar, but on harp. You saw him with the steel drums, playing clarinet and other woodwinds. It's an impressive feat to see. So I've been so happy to have you in this orchestra, being a versatile instrumentalist, kind of picking up instruments whenever we need them, whether it be the guitar for the past two pieces or the harp that you're going to see in this next one. So for all five of you, I am so proud to have had you in my orchestra. I'm so thankful to have met you and to have known you, and I'm very thankful in general that we have been able to make music together this year and in past years. So thank you very much. Let's have one more round of applause for these seniors. Our final piece for orchestra tonight is going to be a mashup of Katy Perry's Teenage Dream and Nicki Minaj's Super Bass. I hope that you folks enjoy this one. Thank you again for coming, and make sure to stick around for the symphony band next.
Okay, we're gonna be announcing the 50-50 winner. The winner gets $25. 681-755. 681-755. Okay, cool. Woo! Oh, I kicked something.
Thank you. I'm on, yes? Okay. Thank you. So we are the Newark High School Symphonic Band, and we are a mixture of freshmen through seniors within our ensemble. We have, our next selection is called Lux Aeterna, and should be slightly longer than the others, but has a lot of interesting parts to it. So I hope you enjoy. And before we get to this last piece, I would just like to say my thanks. I'm going to say my thanks to my seniors another time, but I'm going to say my thanks to the administration and to my coworkers for supporting us and supporting each other. We work very well together. You guys make working here a lot of fun, so it's a great time. So Lux Aeterna is our final piece this evening. All right, thank you. Say that. Thank. Thank. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I actually lied to you. We have one more song for you. And this song is, we opened up some time back for our seniors to be able to choose a song of nostalgia, something that they've played in the last 3 or 4 years that we've been here, something that they feel like they enjoyed playing and that they would want to bring back again. And we opened up every song that we've played over the last 4 years and gave them a chance to vote on it. And this final piece is a recall back to your freshman year, and comes from the world of Star Wars. Here's the opening theme from The Mandalorian.